History was made at Kansas Speedway on Sunday in the Advent Health 400. Kyle Larson was the driver who got it done in an epic photo finish in overtime. He won the race by only 0.001 seconds over Chris Buescher, which made the finish the closest ever in NASCAR history. The two cars got into each other briefly before they passed the start-finish line. Each team celebrated until Larson was the one confirmed the race winner. Buescher led on the final lap, but wasn't able to hold off Larson, and Larson got his revenge from losing on the last lap last year in this race. Here's Larson talking about the final lap that led to the closest finish in NASCAR history, and more, courtesy of FS1.
I don't know. That was wild. I was obviously thankful for that caution. We were dying pretty bad, and was happy to come out, third, and figured my best shot was to choose bottom and just try and split three wide to the inside, and worked out. My car turned well and was able to get some runs and got through 1 and 2 really good down the backstretch and had a big toe on Chris and got him to kind of enter shallow, and I just committed really hard up top and wasn't quite sure if we were gonna make it out the other side. I got super loose in the center, and then we're just trying to I'm trying not to get too far ahead of him to where, he can side draft, and then I'm just trying to kill his run. So it was just, it was crazy. I mean, that race from start to finish was amazing. That first stage was incredible. The second stage, at the end was fun. And then that whole last, stage with the wrecks and cautions, and then, fuel strategy and tires running long and all that was wild. So you guys got your money's worth today, and I'm just proud to be a part of the show.
Larson was also asked at what point did he hear that they won, and more, also courtesy of FS1.
Same thing. I didn't know if I won or not. I was pumped for the finish, and I can't remember if it was Cliff or Tyler, my spotter, said that the 17 got it, and I was like, hey, good job today, team, because that was a great race. And then I got to about turn 3, and Tyler was going crazy up on the roof. So just incredible finish there. I wish we had more mono halves. This, we all bitch about the package and all that, but these mono halves, these cars just race so amazing. So hats off to this whole 5 team, HendrickCars.com, Chevy, Junior Almond Bar, Valvoline, everybody who's a part of this. This is so cool. Month of May is going to be great for us, so hopefully this just starts some momentum.
This finish wouldn't have happened had it not been for Kyle Busch spinning out, which caused a late caution. Even though Buescher barely lost, he still got his second top 5 finish of the year. He led 54 laps and won stage 2. Here's Buescher's thoughts on that finish and more on FS1.
I don't know what to say right now. I haven't seen a replay other than just a picture, and I sure can't see it in that picture. So that sucks to be that close. I still can't see, but I guess tear it apart. It was a great finish for us. A really strong day, a lot of speed in this Castrol Fords Mustang, and we really needed that. Needed to win more, and I thought we might have had that one. Had a lot of speed there, firing off. We were really good, and really all day, and I'm really proud of that. And had some good strategy to get us back up there, and tried to cover what I could, and gave them half a lane too much, I suppose. But good hard race right there down to the line. But that hurts.
Buescher also talked about how his speed is, with more mile and a halves coming up, and more also on FS1.
Yeah, it's speed's good. Wins are better, so need to be in that situation again. Need some trophies, need some check flags, and put ourselves in a much better spot.
Chase Elliott finished 3rd, Martin Truex Jr. 4th, and Denny Hamlin 5th. Here's Hamlin talking about making the final pit stop and having to deal with how the race played out, and more, courtesy of FS1.
Well, it was the right call. It certainly was the right call from Chris' standpoint. I was just worried about cars in the back staying out and us losing to no tire cars, but it didn't work out anyway. Just hindsight, certainly I would have restarted on the outside, knowing that the 5 was going to split us the first chance he got to go for the win. So once he did, it just killed all the momentum. You get drag going from both sides of the car, and I was a parachute in the way at that point. So, but had a good view of the great finish.
The win is the 2nd of the season for Larson and the 6th overall for Hendrick Motorsports. The rest of the top 10 included Christopher Bell finishing 6th, Alex Bowman 7th, Kyle Busch 8th, Noah Gragson 9th, and Michael McDowell 10th. Other notable finishers included Brad Keselowski finishing 11th, Ryan Blaney 12th, Josh Berry 15th, Bubba Wallace 17th, William Byron 23rd, Daniel Suarez 27th, Joey Logano 34th, and Jimmie Johnson 38th, respectively. With Larson's win now being the closest finish ever, the finish broke the previous record of 0.002 seconds. It was first set in 2003 at the Carolina Dodge Dealers 400 at Darlington Raceway when Ricky Craven beat Kurt Busch in that race, and a photo finish there also. Then in 2011, Jimmie Johnson tied the 2003 record when he won by the same margin at Talladega Superspeedway when he beat Clint Bowyer in the Aaron's 499 that year in a 3-wide finish. Wow, what a finish at Kansas that happened there, especially that's how great of a finish it was with the photo finish. Just crazy to believe how that all finished there. It was amazing to watch, and I couldn't believe it. It's definitely a missed opportunity by the guys in the booth with Mike Joy and Clint Bowyer and Kevin Harvick. Especially Mike Joy was known especially for a lot of famous finishes that were close like that. Have you ever? And when Darrell Waltrip was in the booth, DW would say, no, I've never. And when Larry McGraw was in the booth as well, especially, that would have been cool had they done that, especially because it definitely was one of those things I've never seen before, especially like that close. That's basically as close as you could get to it without it being a tie, especially when Boyer was in the booth saying something like how it was like 0.000 seconds at the end. Basically, that's as close as, but tie, essentially. I don't know what would happen if there ever was a tie at the end of a race, what NASCAR would do if in that situation. Would it be the winner determined based on like points or how they ran on the day? Or I don't know how that would be. And it would be crazy to see if there was ever a situation like that, to be able to see like how that would be, what NASCAR would do in a situation like that. But this is as close as you could get to it without it being tied, and it's gonna be like hard for something like this to be broken, especially. And definitely, what a great finish! Especially congratulations to Kyle Larson. Close call for Chris Buescher, especially for Ford, especially as well. Like that's as close as you can get to like winning without actually winning the race, especially since his crew chief Scott Graves and the crew with Buescher thought that they had it won and they were celebrating and all that. It looked like they had it won, especially, but when they saw the replay, especially Larson just barely got him there, and that's like I said, that was a crazy photo finish. Especially Larson was shocked as well, and all that, and especially the look on Cliff Daniels' face when he was told, especially that they won Larson's team and all that. That was just a crazy finish and all that, and definitely like I said, heartbreak for Buescher, especially, and all that, like heartbreak there, but especially for him and all that for Ford. Like I said, still haven't won yet. 12 races in or so. Yeah, it's just hard to believe that, especially, but they're definitely going to get a win sooner or later, especially Buescher. Especially he's won with RFK since he joined him, so definitely I expect him to get the victory lane sooner than later, especially with Ford. Keep running like that, he's definitely going to get one breakthrough, especially. And yeah, what momentum for Larson. I disagree in this interview when he said that there should be more mile-and-a-half tracks. No, please don't. We don't need any more mile-and-a-half tracks compared to what we have. If anything, the lesser the better. Just to have a certain ones, okay, maybe like keep the ones in Charlotte and all that, maybe like Las Vegas and like one Kansas race. You don't need all these like mile-and-a-half tracks, so. But definitely, close finishes like that could happen anywhere. Especially, it could happen on a short track too. Especially with lap traffic and all that. You never know. But yeah, I don't want any more mile and a half. Please don't. But good one for like Larson, especially. He's got good momentum, especially now with the month of May. Especially, he's going to have a busy month there, especially to see like can he defend his win in the All-Star race at North Wilkesboro, which is coming up as well. And especially, he's running the Indianapolis 500 as well. So he's definitely got a lot of like things to do, and he's definitely going to be a factor in that race as well. So he's going to be doing a lot of traveling and stuff like that. Plus, I'm sure he still does his sprint car races during the week as well. That he does there when he wins a lot in those races too. So definitely Larson, he's got the momentum going in, and definitely a great run for him, especially. And he's going to be having some momentum going into Darlington as well, as they'll be running a throwback to Terry Labonte's 1996 championship paint scheme as well. So that's a cool moment there as well, there especially too, to be able to run that, and hopefully he wins with that as well, especially. So definitely, Larson's got a lot to going for him, and especially, and like I said, they didn't expect to win the race, especially, but yeah, definitely like that caution late in the race, especially with Kyle Busch. Definitely, it looked like Truex was gonna catch Denny Hamlin. There not been that caution, but it would have been interesting to see how that would have played out. But a lot of these races definitely a lot of like cautions to be cautious, especially how it was at the start of the third stages. I didn't see most of the race before that till like the third stage or so. And yeah, definitely was a lot of yellow fever then. But when they were on the track, especially, it's better when there's green flag race, all this cautions, all that, just makes it too much of a mess. But definitely like that last portion of the race when they went to overtime, that was just wild. especially that finish. Especially a lot of times, like races that have great finishes don't necessarily have to always aren't always the best races. Especially the 2003 finish with like Craven and Busch and all that. Ricky Craven and Kurt Busch definitely wasn't like the most exciting race until that finish. So like this was a great finish, and definitely I'll never forget this finish, especially to be able to watch it on TV. And yeah, I was excited to see Larson when he won, and it's kind of hoping he would win that, and he did. And congratulations to him and his team there at Hendrick Motorsports and all that. Definitely, they got the momentum going and all that. So for them to be able to get that win, like I said, to do it in that fashion is just crazy, and definitely will be like talked about for a long time, especially. And definitely that'll be used in the next promo the next time they go to Kansas. Definitely that finish will be part of that, and definitely like will be something Larson will never forget, and Hendrick Motorsports and all that, especially to be able to like win it like that. But definitely it's just crazy to think like how that happened like that, especially. You just never know, like stuff like that happens. Long green flag runs, and when drivers get like more spread out in the field, you'll never get to see stuff like that. So definitely like that late caution set up for something epic that was unexpected. So definitely great finish for sure. Congratulations to Larson on the win and all that. So anyways, hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like, and if you are brand new, subscribe, and we'll see you guys in the next video, and peace.